and we want to welcome all of you tonight. This is a very celebratory event, and we're going to enjoy some award-winning films by teenagers who are going to be our future filmmakers. So they're going to get their start tonight, and we're going to follow them as the years progress. The Hockomock Film Festival was originally founded in 2002 as the Easton Film Festival. And now it's open to towns in the Hockomock Sports League, the towns in the Hockomock Sports League. And those include Canton, ta-da, Easton, Foxborough, Franklin, Mansfield, Milford, Norfolk, North Attleboro, Plainville, Sharon, Stoughton, Taunton, and Wrentham. But amazingly, we received 64 entries, which is phenomenal. And so there's a great deal of interest in film today, and we're very pleased to have received so many entries, making the judges' job quite challenging. So, the Hockomock Film Festival would not be possible without our major sponsors, and those major sponsors are Sutton & Sutton, which is a law firm on Route 138 in Southeastern, and their primary function is personal injury, malpractice, tort litigation. And then another major sponsor of tonight's award ceremony, because you're all getting money, those of you who are winning, has to come from somewhere. And that will be our own one of the founders of this film festival 21 years ago, and that is Bill Ames. And finally, we have the Northeastern Savings Bank, which was a founding sponsor and longtime supporter. And let me read to you, we are beyond, this is from Courtney Palm, who is the Public Relations Officer for the Northeastern Savings Bank. She says, we are beyond honored to continue our partnership of the Hockomock Film Festival and support of the arts throughout the communities we serve. Our commitment began quite some time ago, thanks to Tom Dubler. He was the president during that time, Bill Ames, and the Northeastern Savings Bank. And she says in a personal note, it was a pleasure to attend many of the award ceremonies and see the great work the filmmakers put together. Wishing the best to all the well-deserving recipients and those that continue to keep this tradition alive. Best, Courtney Palm. And so we also have sponsors which have given us grants from the cultural councils. So this program that we have tonight is supported in part by grants from those in cultural councils in Canton, Franklin, Easton, Mansfield, Foxborough, Stoughton, and Sharon. And those are local agencies which are supported by the Massachusetts Cultural Council, a state agency. And we're very pleased that they have stepped up to the table and helped to sponsor tonight's program. And now I would like to introduce the Executive Director of Easton Community Access Television, our very own Kim Pincus. Wait, where's the mic?
It's right here.
Oh, I had another one right here.
Yeah, that was a backup. All right. I want to, first of all, thank everyone for coming. We took over the film festival in 2017, and we're very lucky that we've been able to do so. It means so much to be able to support young filmmakers. I entered the festival myself in 2007 and 2008, so I'm particularly happy that we're able to continue that tradition. I want to thank every student who took the time to make a film, and I want to thank all the teachers who encourage their students to enter, who help them create those films, and who make this festival possible. And I'd like to thank Bill Ames and the other founders of the film festival for giving us the opportunity to take it over. And we have some excellent films that I'm looking forward to you all seeing. Thank you.
Okay, and now we're going to have a moment to recognize our founding members. Bill Ames, unfortunately, is unavailable. He had too many commitments, so he's in Vermont. He's everywhere tonight, tomorrow, the next day. But Ed Hands, you're here. You're going to accept the award for him?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. You going to give him the award? Oh. Okay, and while Ed is here, we might as well just do a double duty here.
Give me my award.
Double duty. Right. Okay, so he is the other founding member, Ed Hands.
Thank you.
So here's Bill's, and there's yours.
Thank you.
And Bill Little is the third founding member. And is Bill Little here? I don't know Bill.
No.
No? No show? Okay.
Thank you very
You
much.
get them
for so-
all.
Yeah, I
Okay.
get 'em all.
So now I'd like you to recognize, no, I'd like you to give us some history
Oh, sure.
and comments about the Hockomocks. Somebody stole my microphone to give to you, so I don't have to use mine.
So Bill knew he wasn't going to be able to be here, so he wrote out some notes, just in case I didn't remember the start of the Hockomock Film Festival, which was a long time ago, over 20 years. And Bill got the idea, along with Bill Little, of coming up with a film festival. Now, Bill and Bill are not the most enthusiastic workers in the world, so they were always out here coming up with it. What's the idea we could have that would make it really, really easy? So initially the idea was we'll have a film festival and it'll only be open to people in Easton, adults and young people, no matter what their age. So we began, and I was teaching at the time, so some of my students entered, and some adults entered. We had a 2-hour film where the person set the camera on the edge of a pond and filmed ducks for 2 hours. And we had another person that basically told the story of a local dairy herd for over an hour. So the next year we decided no more adults. And subsequently, it's always been a film festival for high school students and occasionally for younger students. Bill and I got the idea after we had a couple of years of good success to expand the festival to all the teams in the Hockomock. And it's wonderful to see 64 entries coming from our little area. And the one thing I really want to emphasize is I didn't know that you had entered, but here's a person in the business. I've got kids that have entered and Hockomock Film Festival, winners and losers, who are now in the business. I have a couple of people in Hollywood. Ed over here from Canton has a couple of people that are big time in the business. This is a first step. It's not the end of the line, folks. If you're interested in filmmaking, keep going. It's going to be a great. It's going to be a great career. There's a couple of people we want to thank. Our initial judge was Ron Leone from Stonehill, and he got his co-faculty member, Bill Chevalier, to judge those first couple of years. And then we moved on and got a number of other people to volunteer. Gino Del Guercio, who is now in retirement, sailing around the world on a sailboat. But before that, he was a professional documentary filmmaker, and you may have actually seen some of his stuff on PBS. He became our head judge. Rick Hudson and Dr. Bob Mizowitz made contributions. Joe Conforti became a judge after he competed in, how did he get in there? A grown-up snuck in. Anyway, Joe is now a professional filmmaker himself, and they were all instrumental in making this film festival go ahead. We can't we can't not thank again Northeastern Savings Bank. Northeastern Savings Bank has, over the years, provided most of the prize money that has been awarded to you guys. And we decided prize money was essential because we want to encourage people to use that prize money to improve their film equipment or plan for college or whatever. So thank you very much to Northeastern Savings and Courtney Palm, who, as she said, spent many award ceremony watching the films with us. So without further ado, let's move on with the next thing. Priscilla, thank you. I'm going to trip over the chairs again.
Yeah, and let me reiterate and emphasize Ed's point. Never give up. I believe Winston Churchill said that, right? Never give up. Persevere. My son is a Hollywood film producer, and he persevered for 22 years. And I think it's an important lesson to remember because, and he was poor, driving for Uber and Lyft. Never give up. So your chance is if you keep the passion that you have today, and you keep becoming, having more creative ideas and so forth, you will make it. We don't know when, but don't give up. So Ed, thank you so much for that point. Okay. Oh, his name is Eric Olson. Okay. Okay. Now.
On the credit lines.
And the Netflix movie, which brought him out of poverty and relieved his mother, is called The Dirt. But you have to be, you can't be an adolescent watching it. Okay, for the parents. All right. And so next, what we're going to do is we're going to recognize our founding sponsor, the Northeastern Savings Bank. We have a plaque for them. And do you want to read it, Kim?
Easton Community Access Television honors Northeastern Savings Bank, 2002 founding sponsor of the Hockomock Film Festival, in gratitude and appreciation of its continuing support of young filmmakers and the art of film. Thank you.
Okay, so that is a big thank you to okay. And now for the main event. We're going to start with the documentary, and then we're going to do the public service announcement, as you know, PSAs, and finally the shorts. And we have a first place, second place, third place. And then we also have some honorable mention, which will come up at the end. So for the first place in documentary, it's called Hearts and Crafts, and it's a documentary about Hearts and Crafts, which is an after-school club dedicated to producing art for good causes. And it's by Danielle Gau, I hope I'm saying that right, and she's from Sharon High School. So thank you, congratulations. And so now we're going to see that film, and then we'll present Danielle with her award.
Our motto for the Arts and Crafts Club is making art for a cause. While this may seem like a simple statement, what it actually means is that our artists are able to use their talents to benefit our community. Essentially, we are creating a space where we turn our passion for art into meaningful service. We meet every Thursdays after school in room 703, so if you're interested, please drop by and say hello.
We worked on an art auction. Everyone in the club made like something to contribute to the auction. After school once, we basically arranged it and had students and like parents and everything. They all like came by and like auctioned the pieces they wanted. And that was like right before COVID. One of the projects that we did during like after school shut down was the mural project, in which we basically like different members of the club got different tiles and we had to draw like connecting figures, I guess, or anything we wanted. And basically that was all like put together, and that mural is like meant to be put up like at like a hospital.
For the first few meetings, we just brainstormed what kind of projects we could do this year.
The idea for the mural came after our principal, Mr. Scazzaro, released the 3D model of the new high school in his newsletter. The new high school is very, very gorgeous, but we noticed that it lacked the same student presence of the current high school building, with the numerous murals collected over the high school's long history. We hope our mural will be displayed in the new high school.
Once we had the idea, co-presidents Trina and Valerie drafted a layout. Each member then chose a piece of the mural to paint.
And what I really enjoy about Arts and Crafts is that it's really just like very relaxing, welcoming environment. You know, you're not really competing with anyone. Like everyone can just make their own art. There's not really a lot of expectations or like specific ways that you have to draw things. You can just draw what you like, and like it'll all turn out okay.
I guess I enjoy arts and crafts because I think it's like this opportunity to sort of unwind and like be creative after school, which is really nice after all like the academic stress. And I think everyone in the club is really nice and welcoming.
Yeah. I would have like one with my dark color on it, and then another with my light color, and just like alternate between the two.
Hi. So the reason that I picked the prompt of just like the frog is that it seemed like more simple compared to the other ones, because I don't really know a lot about painting. When I draw, it's usually more like markers and colored pencil type things. So I thought that this is something that I could like handle easier. And I'd say that my style, and especially the style that I use for this painting, is more of like a cartoony type. I do that because, number one, I really like the way it looks, and just like the way that you can really express like big emotions with it, because things can be so exaggerated.
Don't you want class to look cotton candy? No.
You're acting as if I know. I've never been in a...
Cool, then I won't.
It is 3:16. So you got half an hour. You are not going to finish.
Thank you, Nora.
You're welcome.
So mine was basically just water, and then I added some lily pads in. And I chose that one because I just liked how calm it was and how like basically like it was kind of like a simple scene. I incorporated my art style into my piece by making it like less realistic and more in a way that you can see like the brush strokes and like the different colors that are making up the water. It's like clear. Also remember the movie we watched with strings in middle school? Like they'll kill you with this finger or whatever.
What?
Isn't this photo? See, doesn't she look bad? She's like a skinny dog. But this is like not a flattering photo. Thanks, Bruna. Cute. You're so fast and helpful.
Honestly, I basically just chose a lotus because I enjoy painting flowers. I really like the shapes of flowers. They're very flowy in a way, the way you like paint petals, the way you trace them out and such. I find them satisfying to draw. I like including a large amount of colors when I can, and I like basically creating a more loose and messy style, especially in the case of acrylics, in which it can be pretty difficult to get a really nice, smooth surface. So a good example of where I incorporated this is in the background. That's basically just blue. I could just have painted it one shade of blue, but that'd be boring. I like colors, so I added in shades of greenish blue or darker blue or lighter blue, and I didn't worry too much about making each transition very smooth, so you'll notice that it's pretty choppy and messy in the background, but I like the texture it adds. But I still kind of incorporated that a little bit messy style of blending when it comes to coloring the flower petals. You can clearly see the brush strokes of how I combine the pink at the tips to the white of the base.
I was sort of able to incorporate my style through like the overlapping circles in the background, and the circles are like surrounding each lantern, and I wanted them to sort of like emphasize the lantern's light and also like add something new to the painting.
It's pretty good. A lot of blobs. I just like circles. Like, forget art. I just like want to draw like circles all the time. My only
I like
goal.
drawing squares.
Really?
Yeah. Just scribbling squares.
Just squares.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there is someone who enjoys triangles.
Yeah. Squares are so fun.
For the firefly piece, honestly, I was inspired by the swamp from the Princess and the Frog movie. I thought the ambiance with the firefly characters was very pretty. Plus, I was actually able to experience fireflies when I hiked a mountain in Taiwan a few years back, and that painting really reminded me of that memory.
And I think like the mural specifically has been like a really fun project to be involved with. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how the completed mural with everyone's painting is going to look like.
How did you teach them that? Oh, about I was just like, well, my parents don't. My parents don't. This makes this. Don't use a lot.
Danielle, is she here? Okay, want to come forward? And then we'd like you to stand over here and for a photo. Okay, thank you. That's from Danielle is from Sharon High School. Second place in the documentary series is called Boys to Men by Matt Yeaton and Matt Anderson. So the Matts have it. And that is Canton High School. Okay, so let's, and it's a documentary of the 2023 Canton High boys varsity hockey team's run to the Garden.
And it was in our side yard rink that my husband builds every winter. And he begged to put goalie pads on, and we didn't think it would ever happen and now here he is, senior night, every winter ever since he's been out there on the rink, and he's never looked back.
For the seniors, I'm happy for them. It was a high-fought win. You know, I give credit to your goalie and our goalie too, and everybody on the team.
It's great being part of this team, you know, growing up with these guys. Unforgettable experiences going on tournaments with these guys. Now we're just playing together on the high school team as seniors. It just flies by. But it's just been awesome growing up with these guys. We have such a tight-knit group, and it's just the best.
Time on the ice, he couldn't stand up, and my husband was shocked and upset and said, "What if he doesn't skate?" And a few months later, he was up and going and didn't look back.
Yeah, I have a little different memory of that experience. I remember flying around the rink almost as fast as I can skate now. But
no, the whole other group was on the other side, and Leo was still holding on to the tray. I think Leo, it's given him maturity. It's also given him self-esteem. I think his leadership comes from the older kids. When he was a freshman, he made the team, and those older kids really took him under their wings.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. You know, when you're a little freshman and you're a little quiet guy in the room and you see all the older kids, you know, you want to be like them one day, I guess you could say. And it was just leading this group, and it's so easy. Everyone's just a great person, and it makes my job 10 times easier.
So we were buzzing in the offensive zone with, and then Miggs hit me with a nice pass, Michael Thomas, number 15, right out front of the net, and I buried a 5-hole. It's awesome.
Playing with the guys, felt like yesterday, you know. We're all seniors now. You know, we're all in high school. Whew, time flies. So, you know, felt like yesterday when we were over at Milton Academy playing for our might team. Yeah, we were rinsing teams. We were a wagon. Me and my friend Matt here, we'd put up like 7 goals per game, probably 8 apples too. Oh man, it was a fun time. Do anything to go back.
Number 21. Chip up the boards. Griffin Hughes gets on his knees. He bumps it back to me. I come down, off angle breakaway, shoot through the goalie's wickets. Just Gino. It was a muffin.
Hey, Shu, number 2 on Canton Bulldogs. Growing up with all my buddies, really enjoy it. Playing at the big level now with all the older kids who I watched growing up, pretty awesome. All my friends who I played with when I was younger, really cool. Having all the guys at our games, seeing all the little kids coming out, giving them fist bumps. It's been awesome. Hoping to get a state championship this year. Keep it going.
First pick, we got Leo Owens and Jack Didge, 2 seniors played along with my whole life. Grown trust and relationships with. Great bond there. And Tendy, I learned right from the get-go. I was obviously a skater, you know what I mean, but I was ripping between the pipes, of course. C-team, A-team, a couple championships, just a side job and side hustle. Got some hardware, and it's what you always want from hockey. Being a professional team really just got me experience, and I learned the culture of the team real quick, and realized what the tradition was. It was all a lot about winning and work, and I realized that needed to be put in the next couple of years.
So I'd have to say my favorite memory from the past season was in our semifinal game against Duxbury. I remember our goalie, Colin Davis, he punched the kid in the head and threw his hockey stick. So I went into the box to serve the penalty. And while I was in the box, my friend AJ Thomas, he scored the game-winning goal to put us up 2-1. And then also got the empty net tuck. And that was just a really cool moment for me. It felt really surreal, like jumping into the glass, into the student section, talking to all my friends after and whatnot. So that was really cool.
Yeah, I agree. And personally, my favorite memory from the 2023 season was the final game of the year at the Garden. We came out to a slow start. Pavitt Mera got his 40th goal of the season. Wasn't deserved, but you know, we came out the second period flying, potted 2. Third period, they were tired. Came out with a good win.
Boys upset Duxbury.
So will Matt Yeaton and Matt Anderson come up, please? Congratulations. Okay. Which Matt are you?
Matt Yeaton.
Matt Yeaton, okay. I think that was an incredible show of from boys to men, really. That's amazing. They had that footage from when they were young, and then they ended up being so tall and big. I guess that's what you need to be when you're playing hockey. Okay, and now third place is by Jack Halter from Franklin High School, and it's called The Hindenburg Disaster, a 2D animation on the crash of the famous Zeppelin, the Hindenburg. Okay, most of you were not alive when that happened.
Zeppelins are a type of large, rigid-body airship, now seen as a thing of the past, largely to the effect of the Hindenburg disaster. The Hindenburg was built in 1937 Germany and funded by the Nazis for propaganda use. It was named after Paul von Hindenburg, the president of Germany at the time. The airship was 804 feet long, with a max speed of 84 miles per hour. It was the largest airship ever, and is still the largest thing to ever fly. It was originally supposed to be filled with helium gas. However, the United States were the only large producers of helium, and refused to give it to any other nations. This resulted in the Hindenburg having to use the much more flammable gas, hydrogen. Throughout 1936, the Hindenburg had a streak of successful flights. However, on May 6, 1937, that would all change. The Hindenburg had a transatlantic flight from Frankfurt, Germany to Lakehurst, New Jersey. The airship flew over the Atlantic to New York City and made its way towards New Jersey. As the Hindenburg arrived and prepared to land, the tail burst into flames.
Flames now, and the flame is rising to the ground, not quite to the mooring mast. All the humanity and all the passengers speeding around it. I told you, I can't talk to people and sit around there.
It took less than a minute for the Hindenburg to hit the ground and be completely destroyed. It is not known what ignited the hydrogen inside of the Hindenburg, but whatever it was, it resulted in the deaths of 35 of the 97 people on board. While it wasn't the most deadly airship accident, it was the first to be filmed and widely broadcasted, putting a quick and fiery end to the Zeppelin industry.
Jack Halter here. Here he comes. Jack Halter from Franklin High School. And now we're going to go to the public service announcements, affectionately called PSAs. First place, it's called It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Hope Lessa from Taunton High School. And this is a PSA dealing with students' mental health struggles.
What's your name?
Felicia.
Dominic.
Connor.
How old are you?
17. 18. 17.
Are you okay?
Not really. I don't know. Sometimes, and then other times I'm not.
Do you want me to be honest, or do you want the average answer?
Not really.
Why?
Just everything. You just, I don't know. It's hard being vulnerable, I guess.
Have you talked to anyone about it?
Just you, I guess.
It depends.
Oh.
No. I don't know. I have a hard time opening up to people. If you could give advice to someone who's struggling right now, what would it be?
You gotta keep your head up.
There's always someone to talk to.
Focus on yourself. Try to get the help. It'll get better.
Hope Lessa is here today.
No, but Marcus should be here.
Oh, okay. Who is it?
The teacher.
Oh, the teacher. Is the teacher here?
Yes. I'll grab it. Or?
Yes, come on up. I can see you're from Taunton.
Yes. Busy time.
He's not hiding it. It's no secret.
Sorry. We have a softball game and baseball games. So it's nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and in second place, it's called Stop Littering. Boy, am I in favor of that. And this is Luiza Dearujo. Somebody help me out here. And she's from Taunton High School, too, 2 in a row. And it is about a discussion on the littering problem in society.
For over 50 years, littering has been a threat to our planet. But if everyone does their part and picks up their trash, we can make a change. After all, why would we want to destroy something as beautiful as this? Visit www.earthday.org for more ways to get involved.
Okay, so Mr. Taunton?
Thank you.
So you are the miraculous media teacher.
One of the teachers. No, I can't say both. We have a 3-person department. So.
I see. Okay. Thank you so much for coming and representing your students. And the third place is, I like this one, Lock It Up. And it's by Wyatt, Proctor, and Declan Monahan. And it's from Canton High School. It's a PSA about gun safety and keeping your gun safe from kids. So let's roll it.
You know what? I don't really like this game. We feeling cool?
Great message. We really need it in this day and age. So, Declan, am I pronouncing that right?
Declan.
Declan Monahan, whose proud parents are here in the front row. Declan, welcome. And is your partner in crime, Wyatt Proctor, here?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so the two of you, let's come on up. They don't book it. Oh.
Could you look this way as well?
Okay, and now for the shorts. We're going to start with the first place. It's called Side by Side. John Ashton Fitzhenry from Franklin High School. And Side by Side is a heartfelt coming-of-age short film that explores the lifelong friendship between two girls, Betty and Jenna.
I'm nothing remarkable. Nothing out of the ordinary. I stay in my lane and keep my circle small. Really, I don't mean to be so self-deprecating. I'm just being honest. I have 2 weeks left of high school, and nothing incredible has happened to me. I never won any outstanding merit awards or even a round of applause from my peers. But I tried my best, and that was enough. But now I'm nearly done and have assessed my slightly lackluster teenage existence. I know that there is one thing that I have that no one else does. Jenna. I met Jenna on the first day of kindergarten. We were on the swings.
Do you like strawberry or grape jelly better? I like strawberry better, but I think raspberry's the best. I think so too.
And from that moment on, I was stuck to Jenna like jelly. At only 5 years old, I knew Jenna was the only person I needed.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Jenna and I experienced every pivotal moment of our childhood and preteens together. When we were 13, we truly did believe that the world revolved around us. We thought that we too could end up in our favorite magazines and would crush on the same boys. We spent hours in our bedroom relaying the 411 on middle school life-crushing dramas and complaining about our parents. It's all funny now, you know. Once you become 15 or 17, and most definitely 18, you look back on those moments and marvel at how nothing seemed to matter, especially when you had a Jenna.
Oh, come on. You can't think he's all that, Bets. He still wears neon green basketball shorts to school.
I don't know, Jen. I think I just like the idea of having a boyfriend. I mean, take Kara, for example. She gets one boyfriend in 7th grade, and the whole world falls at her feet. Don't you want that? Don't you want all the attention on you for once?
No. What? No, I don't. I don't need anyone to fall at my feet. Why would I? I have a best friend, and that's enough for me.
Yep, she was right. I didn't need a boyfriend or the world to fall at my feet. And when the world actually did seem to crumble around me, Jenna was right there. My grandma died when I was 16. It was the first time I had ever lost anyone. I felt alone and hollow. But Jenna knew exactly what to do.
I'm so sorry, Bets.
The moments I loved most with Jenna were always the ones that came with sadness. They were the ones that were full of happy tears and success.
Come on, please refresh, please.
Whatever happens, I promise it will be okay. There are so many different places you're gonna thrive in, Jen. Who wouldn't love you?
What's not to love about you, Bets? You're smart, passionate, and the best friend someone could ask for. Take a deep breath. You're going to be fine.
else am I going to get the chance to go live in London, even if it's only for a semester? Look, I got the scholarship and it's mine to do with what I want. Listen, I just don't know when this opportunity is going to come up again. I just think I have to go and live a little.
Live a little? I know this is an amazing opportunity, but it's not like it's gonna go away if you don't take it this year. Look, moving away from you is already gonna be hard enough, but having an ocean between us is impossible. I want you to follow your dreams and all, but it seems like you're just running away from me.
Me? Run away? Are you listening to yourself? We could have gone to the same college, Jen, if that's what you wanted so desperately. But no, you didn't. You're the one that wanted to go somewhere else. Jen, look, I love you and all, but we're growing up. We need to experience life without each other every once in a while. Jenna and I graduated last week. We didn't say a word to each other. It was the first time we had really fought. I didn't know how empty my life was without her there. Jenna was my other half. But what I love most about what I have with Jenna is knowing that we will always find each other again. Maybe I didn't get the most out of high school, but I did get everything else from my friendship with Jenna. Sometimes all you need is a best friend at your side.
So, John Ashton Fitzhenry, are you here from Franklin High? Here you are. And you have some budding actresses, don't you? Oh, there she is.
She also wrote the script for this.
There she is.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take a little more second.
Okay. And now in second place, called Guilt by Jake Benjamin Jardim. And he's from Stoughton High School, and it's an unstable man kills a woman who he shared a relationship with. The guilt of the murder starts to loom over the man.
Hey, didn't you read the sign?
I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Okay, congratulations. Very good. Stoughton High School, Jake Jardim. And third place is called, Third place is called Crimson Forest by Sebastian Brathwaite from Sharon High School. And Crimson Forest is a man is trying to escape an evil entity surrounded by nothing but woods. Will he survive? Roll it. Okay, is Sebastian here? Okay, stop. So he's the producer and the actor. Not probably the director too. Not bad. Okay. And we have some honorable mentions. The first honorable mention goes to Taunton High School. You still here? Okay. Gilded Lily by Felicia Diaz. Okay, and it's about the roller coaster of emotions of a teenage girl as she navigates everyday life. This is going to bring back memories.
Talk about it. I've started not to doubt 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 it. I've started not to doubt
So is Felicia here? No, of course she's not. None of the Taunton kids are, but you are. And you are very modest, and so you should be taking a lot of credit for these wonderful presentations.
Thanks.
Okay. And finally, we have something called Breakfast Song, and it's by Michael Giambusso, and he's from Oliver Ames High School. And it says sausage, egg, toasted bread, Home Depot, breakfast burrito, chicken and waffles, morning falafel, biscuits and gravy, home fries, maybe.
Sausage, egg, toasted bread, Home Depot, breakfast, burrito, chicken and waffles, morning falafel, biscuits and gravy, home fries, maybe. Bacon! This patates groovy with my frozen fruit smoothie, oatmeal, a bagel, reading the label on my frosted flakes, stacked pancakes, blueberry muffin, what you doing? Nothing. To break my hunger.
Okay, are we all hungry?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh? What? Oh, what's that for? Oh, yes, where is he? Come on. I'm sorry. Give him an extra hand. So another actor, producer, and director. Wow. Okay. Let me see. So, congratulations to the 2023 Hockomock Film Festival winners. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And ECAT would like to congratulate also all of our student participants for the accomplishment of creating your own original film. We had a lot of competition with 64 excellent entries, with only 9 winners and 2 honorable mentions. That is amazing. So thank you to all of the media teachers, including Mr. Canton, who helped make and Mr. Who? Mattel? McDonough. All right. And anyone else here I didn't mention. Okay. Oh, and who are you?
Sharon.
Sharon. Okay. And to all of you media teachers who made this event possible. And finally, a special thank you to our judges, Henry Graffel and Kevin Friend. So I'm going to read to you the mission statement, ECAT's mission statement, and I want you to think about what we just did today and what these students have accomplished during the last few months of their dedicated service to filmmaking and being creative. And tell me if you don't think that what we have witnessed here fits in with that mission. So the mission of Eastern Community Access Television, ECAT, is to develop and produce educational, cultural, and informational community programming for the town of Easton and to provide an electronic forum for the free exchange of information and ideas, which reflect the talents, the interests, the concerns, and diversity of Easton residents. And today we can say not just Eastern residents, but all the residents from Canton, Franklin, Mansfield, Foxborough, Stoughton, and Sharon. Oh, I missed a few. Where are they? Somebody help me out here. Is it on the back? Oh, yes. Okay, Foxborough, Franklin, Mansfield, Milford, Norfolk, North Attleboro, Plainville, Sharon, Stoughton, Taunton, and Wrentham. And so we hope that you have appreciated this awards event, and those who have participated, please continue to participate. Encourage your friends to apply next year. And instead of 64, maybe we'll have 128 entries. We'll keep the judges busy. And then we'll have to get more sponsor money. Okay. And one announcement for all of you filmmakers. It's called Film Sprint. And this is a sprint because it starts July 14th at 7 p.m. And it ends 48 hours later at 7 p.m. on July 16th. And so the filmmaker has 48 hours to complete a movie, a film, and each applicant receives a theme and a prop to incorporate in the film. So it's using your imagination with what you're given, a theme and a prop, and then you take off from there. So to register, go at info@eastoncat.org. Easton Cat's one word. So info@eastoncat.org and register for the Film Sprint, July 14th to 16th. So hopefully there'll be a lot of you who want to do that. So thank you very much. Safe trip home. Thank you for joining us. All the best.